Hey, what's going on, YouTube? Marine X back at it again. Okay, post Memorial Day, it's not officially summer as in like the date on the calendar, but the feeling, the temperatures that we're getting here in the Metroplex feels super summery. Okay, I got the AC going in the man cave, got fans going in the man cave. Let's talk about some deals that I've seen for this first week of June that I think you might be interested in. First, let's jump into the Leatherman Wave. Now, this is very interesting because the Leatherman Wave Plus, you're getting 18-in-1 tools, normally $119. Normally, I can see this thing hovering around $105. It's 20% off. Leatherman is having 20% off certain models of their multi-tools. They got the Wingman and the Rev and the Rebar, and you kind of got to search around. This is a buy it now price. The only issue I have with the Wave Plus is the pinch. And if once you own the Leatherman Wave, you'll understand what the pinch is. And all the tools are not accessible when it's closed. But I mean, come on now. If I couldn't afford the Surge, I would get this any day of the week. I've had the silver one. I recently got the black one, October of last year. I have no issues with this. Replaceable wire cutters, all of that good stuff. As mentioned before, you also have the rebar. Now they have the knifeless rebar that's on sale. They have the rebar, the bond. It's a lot of different options. Here's one of the OG colors with the sand, but even these new colors are on sale as well. If you want to take a look at any of those, I would probably get this more traditional coyote with the black tools themselves. So this one, you're going to get your knives, the saw, the serrated blades. You're going to get the long Phillips, which I absolutely love. Bottle cap lifter, can opener, the double-sided file. This is a really good tool. If you don't need the bit driver, if you don't need scissors, which is what the Wave is going to offer you, and you don't need the micro driver, this is basically getting you 20% there. 80% there. And you're going to save an additional $24. That's an easy thing to recommend as well. Now, Civivi's having a sale as well as We Knife and Sencut. Civivi, Sencut, and We Knife, they're all the same company. They're having a sale on Amazon. A lot of companies are going to be having sales ahead of whatever the hell Amazon's going to call it this year, Prime Big Day, whatever the hell they're going to call it. But Civivi has it on select models. So I will link this up for you to just check it out to see if there are any Civivi models that may be interesting to you that you may want to check out. That's the same thing for We as well. So the Bougie Banter 185 here, I would say pump your brakes before you buy it here, because Blade HQ has a better deal for the same price. But if anything here, you trust Amazon more, they ship faster, whatever the hell you might want to do, they have some stuff going on with We Knife as well. Specifically, the thing that kind of jumped out at me for the trifecta of the three is the Civivi Yonder. I own it with the Damascus and the wood scales, but I would more than happily grab this bad boy with the micarta and the black coating. 14C28N blade still on this. This is Civivi's first venture into the crossbar lock, and they did this in collaboration with Zach Whitmore of Zach in the Wild on YouTube. And ever since they did their first crossbar, they've been beating it over the head. Okay, so absolutely great knife. I would say I like the CJRB Maximal a little bit more, but right now they're undercutting the CJRB Maximum with this sale, and this is an easy buy it now price, saving 25%, normally $69.40. That's a buy it now price. Also, the Civivi Baby Banter 2, meaning they got rid of the liner, they introduced a crossbar. You're going to get their Nitro V. You're going to get the black coated blade. You're going to get the beautiful scales. I love the way these scales, these aluminum scales look, and the different colors you can get on here. $63 if you want like this purplish one. If you want to get the green micarta, it's going to save you $3. All of them 25% off. Normal price $80. You're getting this for $60. That's a good buy it now price. Now, the O Knife Tactical, this goes off and on sale all the time. The reason I wanted to point this out is that it looks like they're giving you a free tool. Am I mistaken? At the top left, I'm reading the O Knife Tactical folding utility knife with rail lock, EDC razor knife with pocket clip from Office Factory. But I'm wondering if you get this little pry bar over here. Plus, you get a little bit of cordage so you can make a some type of maybe a hangman noose or something like that. That might be a decent deal. So you're getting a carbon face knife. So I'm assuming it's G10 or stainless steel, and then they just wrap it with a carbon face print or one layer of carbon fiber. That way the entire thing's not layer upon layer upon layer of carbon fiber, which will cost more than $22. But if you're the type of person that uses razor blades for your work, you hang wallpaper, you're cutting wires, you're doing repetitive stuff with zip ties or whatever, and you go through a lot of blades and you want something that's a little bit, more aesthetically pleasing, then there you go. Snatch this thing up. If you want something I think looks even better, then you might take a look at the Custer Drop Bear. This is the clutch lock. So you're getting their version of the crossbar lock. You're still getting to use the utility blades. This has a double locking feature, which I guess is going to secure it even more for the razor blades themselves, using it to sharpen pencils on the job site, using it to cut wires, zip ties, whatever. This is normally $42. You're saving only on this specifically. The green micarta one is $38.25. That's a savings of 10% if you want to snatch that up. I like this one more because it has a lanyard hole. Looks like it's a reversible pocket clip. The old tactical is it's kind of a few steps behind. I think I would prefer to own the Drop Bear, and the Drop Bear also, it comes with the tweezers and the little toothpick looking action there as well. So it's 10 tools in one, plus the extra razor blade. Seemed like a better deal. Speaking of the Custer Drop Bear, you get the fixed blade version of their incredibly popular knife, coming in with those tweezer things as well. It comes in with the lanyard, it comes with the sheath. You can throw maybe a 2x2 Alti clip on there to put it in your pocket instead of having to run this on your belt. This seems like a pretty decent deal. Normally $49.99 D2 steel. So relatively easy to sharpen. You might have to sharpen it more often, but depending on how often you use it. 2.5-inch blade, weighs less than 3 ounces. Normally $49.99. 20% off makes this $39.98. That's a buy it now price. Kydex sheath included. I like that. Then you got the Civivi Timber Bark. Now this is normally $70. 25% off makes this $52.50. So I wanted to highlight some deals I saw with Civivi, some stuff I saw with Custer that I thought were interesting. Normally $70, $52.50 makes it 25% off of this one and the orange handled one. So either one of those would probably be fine. Now, if I had to choose between this Timber Lake with the lanyard and all the other stuff or the Custer Drop Bear, it's really about the blade steel. Me personally prefer 14C 28N. I prefer that, but everyone's going to be different. Both of these are coming with G10 scales. This blade is a little bit longer, which maybe work better for you. The scale's a little bit longer, which maybe you can get more of your fingers on it. So I would probably take this one over the Custer, but it's going to be up to you. I think that's a pretty good looking knife nonetheless. Ace Beam, the Pocket Light AA. This oftentimes goes below $20, but when it does, I like to identify it. It normally hovers around the $19.99 mark that you see here on the black one, but a few colors are $16.99. I like this a lot. This rocks a AA battery, and the AA battery is rechargeable. I think it's a 14500 battery. Maybe actually it's a AA specifically. So they're getting 550 lumens. I think if they were using a proper 14500 battery, they would get more lumens out of it, or if they were using a different emitter on the front. But 500 Kelvin for the color temperature. This is a great pocket flashlight. Once you start carrying a flashlight in your pocket, you're going to find all sorts of reasons to whip it out and use it. Looking for stuff under the couch, illuminating something between your dryer and your washer, finding stuff behind a bunk bed. I do all that stuff all the time. Normally $29.95. It never is $29.95. It normally hovers around $22. $16.95 saves you 43%. That is a buy it now price. Here, okay, I like these quick release keychains, not necessarily for my keychains. I actually don't like that at all. I like to put these on my fixed blade knives that are inside of bags. So imagine you have a SE number 4, some type of Montana knife company, or a similarly situated Gerber knife, and that thing's a big old whomping huge knife. You don't want to necessarily let that hang on the outside of your bag. So maybe you can clip this on something on the inside of your bag. Your bag has Molly on it or whatever. Clip the other side to the lanyard of your knife or to the hangman noose of your knife, and then you can quickly detach your knife out of your bag. That's what I like to use these for. Normally $849. It's 50% off at $424. That's a buy it now price. We're going to take a look at the Olight Baton 4. I think they're about to come out with the Olight Baton 5. This is what they started doing with the Olight Baton 3 back in the day. This has been out for almost 2 years now, so I'm expecting them to come out with the next model soon. You don't get the rechargeable case with this, but you are getting the flashlight itself. It'll come with a charging cable and all that good stuff. Different colors, different models on sale. All of them $43.99. I recently was talking to a bouncer at a club, and he was checking the inside of my wife's purse, and he checked the inside of my sling bag with an Olight Baton 4. I asked him, hey, how's the battery life on that? Are you tethered to the magnetic charging cable? He said, yeah, I see that thing like once a month, and I'm here multiple nights a week checking people's bags. I love this flashlight. So that lets you know that even if you are that, you don't have to worry about taking that cable around with you all the time. Normally $54.99, 20% off puts this thing at $43.99. That is a buy it now price. I like the OD green color. I just wanted to point that out as well. 42% claim, so you might want to jump on that sooner than later. You're also wanted to take a look at the TomTalk. Now, TomTalk has an assortment of bags that are on sale. I wanted to show you these because the Nintendo Switch 2 drops this week, and a lot of folks are going to be looking for stuff that can fit their Switch. I've done a review on this bag several times. This is a very good bag. I put it a step above the Initech, a few steps below some of its big brothers like Waterfeld, maybe below Alpaca or stuff that may be coming from Nutsack or Bellroy, but it works just fine. Key holder. This is a very durable, great starter crossbody sling if you want to figure out if you're going to like a sling bag. I normally wait for this to get down to $32, but it hasn't done that in a while. So $42.99 dropping down to $36.54 is a 15% savings. At this point, that's a buy it now price. I don't know if they just forever tariffed to $36. I haven't seen it drop down lower than that in a while. TomTalk, the 5.5 liter. This is a fantastic travel bag. I mean, fan-freaking-tastic. One thing I will say is I'm 6'2" and I'm 225 pounds. It looks okay on me. If you're shorter than 5'10", this is going to look huge on your chest. I'm just kind of giving you a warning now. It's a long crossbody bag. You see that it's long enough to fit a Stream Deck. Those things are huge. All right, so I'm just kind of giving you a warning. Other than that, I love this bag. TomTalk sent it out to me about a year and a half ago for a review. I loved it. I have since given it away. I miss it. I'm contemplating buying this myself for my travels. I think I would get it in the X pack just to have that extra layer of water resistance. That's a little bit more. I would be okay with the base Cordura fabric as well. It's a 1680D Cordura fabric. Very well made. I'm a big fan of this overall. But if you want to just say, hey, what's your one and done? Out of all the bags you just talked about, this is not as big as that 5.5 liter. This is the same size as the bag I showed you a couple slides ago. But this one here, I love the build material. They made the logo smaller on this one. They just did a letter T. Whereas on the OG model, you got a big TomTalk logo. So I'm glad that they went with the smaller logo. They improved the zippers. They just made this a much more pleasurable bag to carry when they made these upgrades. That's why from $59 to $49.99, 17% off is a buy it now price. Once again, I do like this normally to get around $45. It has not done that in a while. It's leading me to believe it's terror. It has been struck by tariffs, but I really don't know. This will arrive before Father's Day, so that is something that you want to think about as well. Father's Day is coming up. These might be some Father's Day deals that you might want to check out as well. Just putting that bug in your ear, because I think that's another reason these sales exist. Jumping back into some of these deals, we got to talk about the Alpaca Zip Pro. I've been seeing videos pop up about this specific small zipper wallet. I don't own it. Alpaca offered to send me one. I really wasn't interested in it, but I'm starting to see a lot of people like it. It can hold your knife or your pry bar. Of course, it can hold your money, 12 cards in cash and coin. Imagine you in a small like pen as well, RFID technology. Imagine you're in some beach shorts, or you are in some basketball shorts, you're in some joggers. You don't want a weighty EDC. This might be a solution, bro. I'm not going to lie to you. I didn't think about it that way, but this actually might be a solution for you. $29 for the black one. All the other ones except for the OD green, which is the one that melts my heart, are a little bit more pricey. So that will snatch this up. This is a 15% savings if you want to look at that. The Maxpedition Entity hook and loop low profile panel. This internal storage. This is competing with the Vertex panels of the world, the Eberly Stocks panels of the world, the 511s. If you have a bag that has a loop panel on the inside, this hook back organizer will let you put your organization inside for your med kits or your battery banks or your medicine or your chips or your Scooby snacks or whatever. So you can put this inside of this. I kind of wish it came in more colors, but I mean, this is the first price drop this thing has done in quite a while. So it's 85% claim, 22% off. It never goes on sale. It's 100% made of nylon. This is a buy it now price. If you don't buy it at this price, it may not do it for a while. It's 5 inches in length, 7 inches in height. So the pictures make it look bigger than what it really is. It's not big enough for it's not going to be big enough for a laptop, but it is going to be good enough to organize your bags. Okay. Let's take a look at this tactical Molly EDC gadget waist pouch. These things make a lot of sense for if you have a survival kit, if you're a survival trainer, if you're in a type of camping situation. Once you get to your campsite, guys, I'm just going to tell you, it sucks to constantly dig into your bag to look for a specific item if you're going to go to the lake to go fishing, if you're going to go walk down and do some cooking, if you're going to go walk up to do some hygiene away from your camp or whatever. It is nice to have a small waist pouch that you can clip to your belt and walk around camp with, or even attach this to the molly of your bag or whatever. $14.99, normally $29.99, 50% off. I've been tracking this. It does not live at $29.99. It normally hovers around the $21 mark. But I think they bumped the prices up to make you think you're getting a good deal. Only the Coyote color is this color. So if you're looking for a solution, it's going to get you a small and a large. And I don't care if it's from a no-name company. It's shipped by Amazon. So if you have any issues with the shipping issues, you can just always return it. 1 large and 1 small tactical pouch, 900D polyester. So it's not Cordura. All right, I understand that. But I would actually be okay with this. We see the internal organization has loop on the inside. So you're going to have to figure out how you want to organize it. But you can run this through a belt, as I mentioned before, put it on your plate carrier, whatever you see fit, it's going to work. Last, from Amazon, we have the Alpaca Elements Tech case. This is the X-Pack version. $64 is a very good deal. I think they are discontinuing the Element Tech case. I think they're about to come out with something new. This was on their clearance or on their outlets page on Alpaca's website, and they have now dropped the price on Amazon. Normally $92, 30% off puts this thing at $64.40. This is my favorite tech organizer. I was using a Bellroy tech organizer for quite a while. Then my tech started growing a little bit because I do YouTube, but even when I don't do YouTube, this thing is big enough to fit an iPad mini. This is good enough to fit all my work crap, as well as a pair of headphones or whatever. I'm just a big fan of this. It looks really good. I will buy this all day long. Before we start talking about deals on other websites, if you're getting good value out of this video, hit the like button. Also consider subscribing to the channel because I like doing this type of stuff all the time. Also talking about stuff that's going on in the world, or EDC stuff, or survival, or prep, or whatever the hell I feel like talking about. So I might be for you. If I'm your cup of tea, hit that subscribe button, join the battalion. Let's jump back into some more deals that we got going on that you could hopefully get before Father's Day. Now, these are not on Amazon, so it's harder for me to tell you you're definitely going to get this before Father's Day or you're not. If you are a veteran, or if you are active duty, you can go to the Exchange website. It's shopmyexchange.com. They are having deals on everything Gerber. I don't know what's going on with Gerber right now, but everything Gerber is on sale. The things that jump out to me are the strong arm right here for $64. That is a buy it now price. It's like the little brother of the Gerber infantry knife, which they also have on sale. I just tore my infantry knife up, but they have this on sale here for $97.50. If you want something with a serrated blade versus the plain edge knife that you're going to get on the strong arm, plus the sheaths are a little bit different on both of those. You know, I think I would personally take the infantry knife, but to each their own. $97 buy it now price. The dual force at $74, crazy good price. And remember, guys, these is for veterans and for active duty. Anything over $49 is free shipping, and everything's always tax free. So I'm not going to stay on this for too long. I just kind of want to present this to you. I'm carrying for the month of June. I'm carrying a pair of Gerber MP600s to refamiliarize myself with that multi-tool. So this is a lot of good deals for you to check out. Let's take a look at what's going on over here on Blade HQ. Blade HQ right now, they have, if you buy anything over $165, you're going to get a free power pint, which is valued at like 30 or 35 bucks or something like that. So you're getting the power pint, which is a fantastic multi-tool. Orders over 165, okay? You're getting free shipping if you do an order over 99 bucks. So the thing that jumped out at me is the We Knife Bougie Banter. This is the same price as Amazon, 185. This is 16. So this is over that 165 mark. Now you're going to get the power pint. Now, I don't know if it's automatically added. Let's go here. Let's go to my cart and let's go to check out as a guest. Does the power pint automatically? So you get a We Knife knife roll right here. Maybe it's some code you got to put in. Whatever code you need to put in, guys, I'll ensure that I put that information for you. Oh, it says use code PowerPint at checkout. Let's try that now. So let's go to checkout. Let's go PowerPint. Let's click apply. There you go. The power pint is automatically added to the couch, to the cart. You're also getting a Blade HQ Father of the Gear coin. That's a $35 value. You're getting the We Knife roll. This is, guys, listen, I don't like to toot horns of stuff a lot. This is a really good deal. I already want the bougie banter. Now I'm getting all this stuff alongside of it. This is a buy it now deal that I've seen Blade HQ put together. Also, another deal that's going to be expiring within the next 7 hours of me filming this video. The Kershaw Emerson, normally $74.99. That's how much it costs everywhere else. It is 45 bucks here. It's a unique design. It's a very budget steel with CR13 MOV. So you're going to be sharpening it more often than not, but you get a thumb disc and you get this unique, little hook right here, which makes it so it's easy to flip it open when you're coming out your pocket, and you get the it's just a fun looking knife. It does have a lot of features for such a budget knife. It's a it does have a thumb disc, and it's a frame lock, so a lot of features. You're getting the Tanto. You're gonna have to sharpen it more often than not. I like the way it looks. If you've been interested in this, you're gonna be saving quite a bit. Now, I want to show you guys some stuff that's going on over here on mygiftstop.com. They having deals going on right now, 10% off the entire website for dads and grads. And the things that jump out at me, they have some stuff going on for Benchmade. Now, the Benchmade Mini Osborne is always $230. Blade HQ, it's Benchmade's website. They already got a discount at 15% to get it to $198. All right, so that's already a good deal. But if you use the code DG10, you get an additional 10% off. That will put this thing down to $179. I mean, that's a pretty good deal for the Mini Osborne. At this point, CPM S30V is kind of becoming that blade still is long in the tooth. But the reverse Tanto, designed by Osborne himself, it's just a very unique knife. A lot of other deals on mygiftstop.com, way too many for me to go over. A lot from Kershaw, tons from Benchmade, like a ton and a half from Cold Steel. So I'm going to link this for you as well. That same code works, and some stuff is already discounted further than some of their competitors. Another one here I was interested in is the Rat Skinner 3. Let anybody have this down below. Let me know, because this is cheaper than I've seen it other places at $60.26. I can get it another $6 off with that code. And this might keep me from piercing the bladder of an animal because it's blunted at the end. So let me know what you guys think about this one as well. Now, going over to Midway USA. Midway USA primarily is working in the world of boomsticks, but they also sell EDC stuff as well, fishing gear and all that good stuff. This is one hell of a deal. Cold Steel 8010. Only this Tanto shape is $69. Okay. If you try to get it with the drop point, the price goes back up. All right. But you're getting this fantastic knife, and you got the G10 scales. It has their triad lock. It's going to have the super steel for S35VN, and you're getting their reward points. So if you want to join their reward system, you can use those points towards future purchases. That's one reason to buy it from here. So I'm a big fan of this this is almost the strength of a fixed blade in a folding style of knife. It's made in Taiwan. They also had some other deals going on here. They have the Benchmade 537. This lives at $200 everywhere. This is rocking Crucible 3V steel, so it's going to be decent for outdoor use. It gets rid of the glass breaker in exchange for a lanyard holder back here. I would prefer this over a Benchmade bug out any day of the week. $160. That's a pretty good deal. Snatch that bad boy up. The thing that I just made the purchase for, okay, I'm going to tell you what I just bought from Midway's website, and I had to buy it before I showed it to you guys because I don't want it to sell out, but I'm going to show it to you here in a second because I made a purchase on Midway. But let's jump back into these deals as well. The Leatherman Wave, I just showed it to you on Amazon. It's the same price here. The reason you may buy it here, if you want those reward points. If you're already shopping on Midway USA, you're a big Second Amendment person, you buy your ammunition from here, then you're going to get the 95 reward points. You don't get squat from Amazon. So that might be why you want to buy it here. That's going to be up to you. Now, they also have the Kershaw Mini Iridium. It's a lot of knives on sale. I'm just pointing some out that jump out at me for Midway. There's a lot of stuff that you may want to check out. I'm going to link it up down for you below as well. The Mini Iridium lives, the cheapest I saw it was $62 on Blade HQ. They have it at $59.99. So they were already undercutting Blade HQ. D2 scales, I think it's aluminum, D2 steel aluminum scales, reversible pocket clip, smaller than the Iridium, which I like. I like the Iridium, but that thing is big. This is a much easier to handle knife. Then they have it discounted to $51.37. That's a very good deal in my opinion because the D2 was not really much to write home to mom about. But at this price, with their Duralock or their version of the crossbar lock, I think this is a very good deal as well. Now, the deal that I decided to jump on is I got the giant mouse. For me personally, I wanted to get this giant mouse. You don't see the price until you add it to the cart. Okay, so they have the giant mouse Tribeca. I saw this video on Neves Knives a year ago, and I've just been waiting. When you add it to your cart, it goes to $186. No one has this for $186. Titanium scales, Magna Cut blade, 4-finger, easy 4-finger. It's a liner lock, but 4 fingers on that scales. You're getting a bronze backspacer. You're getting a wire pocket clip, which works well. Flipper or the hole. You're getting the jipping on the backspacer, which they're known for. Reversible pocket clip. You can get, look at that freaking finger choil. You can choke up on this thing. It's a mid-size folder, and it's just, I can't wait to get this into my hands. So let me know if this is something that you would snatch up as well. Comment down below. What was your favorite deal that you would like to get from Father's Day from this list? Anything up here at all? I would love to know what your comments down below. If this is your first time stopping by, hit that subscribe button. I would love to have you part of the battalion. If this is not your first time stopping by, well, thank you once again for watching me run my grape. For everyone else, we'll speak soon.